at the most an hour. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Greetings, everyone. We are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Thank you all for joining us as we always do before we get started. Just want to thank everyone for the support. We have reached 100K subscribers. So, again, we have a special giveaway, but we're going to do that in Sierra Leone for those who are on the coming with us on this to Sierra Leone for the Sierra Leone tour. We have the bag and some crypto. Um, Brothers from Lead Wallet who are actually based in Nigeria as well. They donated some crypto, so I'm going to give it to a lucky subscriber. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you go to dynastymir.com. Also, tour Sierra Leone. We are still rolling. November 19th is when we leave. So if you want to join us, please do. Also, you can be eligible for citizenship in Sierra Leone. Hit me up for details. If you have your African ancestry DNA certificate, we have the ceremony as well, which is going to take place in November, early December. So reach out, dynastymirror.com or search for huru.com, and I will give you all the details. Without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. I actually own a bag. In fact, let me back up for a second. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research before investing. But me personally, I have a bag of Zen Finance myself. So I wanted to bring the co-founders on and just discuss decentralization in Africa, and then get into the Zen Finance project. Zen Finance actually came across my radar back in April when my business partner, Martin, with our real estate company, One Africa Properties, she reached out to me and was like, "Hey, this is a black-owned project. Seems interesting. Take a look at it." And I said, "Okay." So I kept my eye on Zen Finance, and I own the bag. So without further ado, we have Brother Emmanuel and Ugo with us today. And, we're going to be discussing decentralization in Africa. Also, as you guys know, Nigeria has rolled out their new central bank central bank digital dollar. So, yeah, the central bank coin is now the e-naira. E-naira is now available. I still have to download the app on here. I have not downloaded it yet, but it is available. But we'll maybe talk about that some too. But without further ado, we'll start with Ugo. Ugo, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thanks, Prince. My name is Ugochukwu Aronu, and I'm the founder and the CEO of Zen Finance. Uh, yeah, I'm very happy to be here, and I think this is going to be like a very good session. And yeah, my background basically is in engineering. I also lead the blockchain engineering team at Zen Finance, and I'm Nigerian, of course, and yeah, we've been building Zen Finance for well since last year. Okay, and it's been a very good journey. Not easy, but then it's been really interesting. Yeah, and I've been building software well generally since 2016. I got into things well like 2014, 13, but I got into blockchain in 2016. And yeah, it was a manual that told me about the Ethereum blockchain then, and all those kind of things. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me check this stuff out. So I checked it out and realized, okay, that the tech was really solid, and it will be something really cool to start programming in, and building on top of. So yeah, that's basically when I got into the blockchain. I got in as an engineer, and yeah, I'm still an engineer. I I really don't buy a lot of coins. I hardly buy any. I just prefer to build cool stuff and then see them, work basically. Yeah. So that's a little bit about myself. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, and Emmanuel.
Yeah, hello guys. I'm happy to join you guys on this live stream, and I really appreciate the work Prince have been putting in, trying to portray African projects, African culture to the world. So yeah, my name is Okoro Emmanuel, and I'm the operation lead for Zen Finance. I've been working together with Ugochukwu for a very, very long time. We actually studied together, went to the same university, Before starting Zen Finance, we worked on other projects like we've been working like contract project for the government based in Nigeria, and we'll be doing project for other third parties before starting Zen Finance. So I'm so happy to join on this section, and I'm looking forward to to have a very, very useful discussion on anything DeFi, decentralization, and the blockchain. Thank you, guys.
Now, guys, let me apologize. So I have my VPN on. I keep forgetting to turn it off. So it's hard to stream with your VPN on. So the picture quality was bad at the beginning. I apologize. I just turned my VPN off. So hopefully, guys, I should be clear now. So I apologize about that. But we'll start off with Zen Finance. Zen Finance. What is Zen Finance?
Yeah, okay. So Zen Finance is actually a global DeFi platform for credit unions, cooperatives, individuals. And we just also built an open layer 2 infrastructure for developers, right? So basically, what all this means is that people anywhere in the world, mostly for people like in Africa, in struggling economies, can protect themselves from devaluation, high level of inflation by leveraging or using our protocol. It's centralized finance protocol that gives them, very high yield in stable cryptocurrencies. So, for example, in Nigeria, in 2010, I'll use that because I got to the university in 2010, and in 2010, I realized the dollar was 115 naira, but now, yeah,
like
but now,
money on the street.
yeah, the $1 is almost 600 naira, which is almost 4 times, right, loss in value. So you realize that if people then had access to DeFi protocols, they would have been able to put their monies in stable cryptocurrency, high yield generation protocols like Zen Finance. If we had built something like this then, and as at today, they won't really have problems. But yeah, we've looked at the challenges, the problems that are faced by people in our community, in our country, in our continent, and we decided to create a solution to actually solve that problem. And one other thing about Zen Finance that is really critical is that we're also we have maybe like two parts. I'll put it that way: a part that faces the direct consumers, or the people who are not crypto savvy, because most people in Africa, yeah, are still trying to adopt crypto, but it's something that even people abroad, let's say in the United States and all that, yeah, everyone is still not very much knowledgeable about it. But yeah, for people in Africa, we're trying to make it really easy for them to come on board and to adopt. So we've also built a system like a mobile application and a fiat to crypto on ramp and off ramp. What that means is like it's just a gateway for people to deposit their local currencies and easily just get stable currency and save instantly. I will be launching that part by next month. Then for the crypto nerds, or for the blockchain geeks or the elites, people who are developers, software engineers, or blockchain developers, or yield farmers, and people who have been in the blockchain space for a long time, we also have our aggregation protocol that we just deployed. Now, what I will call it like the layer 2 DeFi infrastructure. What it does is that it enables these yield farmers or anyone connected to it to earn the best yields in the market in a stable way. By stable, I mean we support stable currencies, and also for security purposes, it's highly secure. So yeah, that's basically the things that we've done, and some of the things that we're actually just about to do. Yeah.
Now you mentioned off ramp. So will there be a debit card? I guess that will be.
Yeah. So for now, we're supporting bank account transfers only, but then we're also going to support debit cards. So most people, because of the crypto, the Nigerian landscape, and the way the Central Bank of Nigeria isn't friendly with crypto,
Right.
they said processing card payments on crypto platforms is not going to be possible. But bank account transfers, peer-to-peer bank account transfers are very, very possible. And that is the system we've created. So it makes it very easy for anyone to just do a simple transfer and then they get it. And one other thing we're actually doing is we even have physical touch points that we're creating from next month. They're like, for example, in Nigeria and other parts of Africa, there's something called agent banking. And agent banks are like small kiosks that are scattered throughout the country. People go there with their local currency and deposit monies, and it's paid into an account, or they can create accounts there, right? Those are like mini banks, but they're not in quotes regulated by the central bank. So those agents are also going to be like our physical touch points where people can actually go with their local currency. Like, even if you don't have a bank account, but you feel like, okay, I want to save, right? You can actually walk up to those agents who are like scattered. They are always close to your homes, in your community. You can go there, and then they will tell you about how you can save this money on Zen Finance, and they help you to do it, right? So those are things we are doing to actually bridge the gap between the traditional financial system and then the decentralized financial system. Yeah.
What would be the difference between, I would say, Zen Finance and a BlockFi or Celsius or like a Aave? Are they similar, or are they?
Oh yeah, so they're actually quite different. One is how I like to differentiate Zen Finance is based on the audience we're actually targeting, right? So the people we're actually targeting when it comes to Zen Finance are, non-crypto savvy people. That's our primary target market, right? These are like non-crypto savvy people. These are people who are facing devaluation. These are people who have high level of inflations, right? And these are people who don't really know anything about the blockchain or who haven't really heard about it. So our job really is to create a system that abstracts all the blockchain complexity and we give those people something that they are sort of used to, but at the back end, we do the heavy lifting, right? And ensure that they have a seamless access to real value, right? Something that is better than what they are used to in their traditional financial system. Okay. And that is, and also giving them access to things like, insurance, something that they are used to, So, something we do at Zen Finance, we partner with like an insurance company called Tidal Finance, and it
Okay, I know
helps
Tidal.
yeah,
Okay, I
exactly.
know
It
Tidal.
helps to provide insurance cover so people can actually purchase insurance and ensure they are, and have that and ensure that they have cover for whatever funds they're depositing on Zen Finance. So these are like things that separate us. Then on the other part, really, when it comes to focusing on the crypto side of things, I'll give you an example. Something like Aave. Aave, we call Aave like a layer one DeFi, right? By layer one DeFi, it means that Aave is an entity on its own where you can do lending and borrowing, right? It doesn't really connect to any other protocol. But at Zen Finance, we've done something really interesting. We created a layer 2 DeFi protocol. And what that means is we get multiple layer 1 DeFi protocols and we optimize them in a very smart and brilliant way to ensure that at every point in time, at Zen Finance, we are giving much higher yields than those individual layer 1 protocols. Let me give more examples. So let's look at, use blockchains, layer 1 blockchains and layer 2s. Like Ethereum is layer 1,
Right.
but
Polygon is layer 2. Like,
is layer
right.
2. But you see that all Matic transactions are still settled on Ethereum at a later time, right? Exactly. But then it drives down cost of gas fees. It makes it extremely low. So, but then it optimizes the Ethereum blockchain. So what we're doing here is, I'll give you an example. Like Venus on Binance Smart Chain is considered a layer 1 because it just exists on its own. But we've created something on Venus, a strategy that includes Venus, it includes Pancake Swap, and it includes Cream Finance on Binance Smart Chain. It aggregates these protocols and performs, some, very, I'll try not to be as technical, but then it performs like some very detailed or brilliant optimizations, the way they interact with themselves. And when those interactions occur, it helps to create much higher yields than if you were to go to Venus protocol on its own, or if you were to go to Aave on its own, right, to deposit. So these are like optimizations we've done at Zen Finance to ensure that at every point in time, both audiences that we're serving, that is the people who are not crypto savvy, we're giving them the best. The people who are also crypto savvy, we're giving them the best. But we also don't like to look at Aave or all these other protocols as competitors, because we are all working together, right? Because, you know, the beautiful thing about decentralized finance is composability, which is the ability of one protocol to be built on another protocol to connect in ways that are very seamless. And this is something we've been able to achieve at Zen Finance. So in future, we even expect other protocols to connect to Zen Finance, which some have started doing already. You know, given our hackathon that is going on now, people are building their protocols on Zen Finance to be able to get high yields and to be able to do much, you know, very cool things or much very different things with their protocols. Yeah. So that's basically how we differentiate ourselves. Thank you.
Okay. Now, how did you get? I'll ask Emmanuel. Emmanuel, how did you guys get connected with Binance? Like, how did that happen? As far as officially, I guess I don't know. The word sponsor is the correct term, but you know, that's big.
Okay, all right. We're very, very fortunate during our early start. When we started like the project, it didn't started as Zen Finance. We actually started we're trying like to build something like a peer-to-peer payment app, something similar to M-Pesa. And Binance had like this Binance Lab cohort program that they always have annually before. So we actually applied, using our project to get into the Binance Lab cohort program. And we're among if I remember, we're among like the 4 projects that were out of Africa that was selected for that cohort program. So we actually got like we actually got our seed investments from that cohort. And after that, Binance, being a big player in the ecosystem, have been very, very helpful. They've been like supportive, trying to, help us develop our vision. And even like when we like highlight the pivot to have like the DeFi, which is the Zen Finance, they've been like very, very supportive, trying to support us, grow our community, trying to help us, reach out the whole like crypto audience. So yeah, that's how we got like into got the relationship that we have with Binance currently.
Okay. Now, so when people on ramp their local currency onto Zen, does it turn to like when you say a stable coin, the stable coin, do they convert it to like USDC or USDT?
Yeah, it converts currently on the mobile app that is launching in like 2 weeks or less, or within that time, next month. It converts to BUSD, but we support other stable cryptocurrencies that we're going to be adding to the app. Yeah, so
Okay.
but for the fiat on ramp, it converts to BUSD directly on the Binance Smart Chain. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, you could get Zen Finance I bought it on the Binance Smart Chain, because gas fees are just right now. Gas fees on Ethereum are like 250 USD. It's crazy. So Binance Smart Chain, it was like not even 30 cents, I think. So here's my bag right here, you guys. Hold on one second. My Trust wallet. Where's my Trust wallet at? Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Go back here. Go back here. So guys, you can go to Pancake Swap and grab you some Zen. Here it goes right here, guys. So, yeah. So I'm holding almost 4,000 Zen, so 3,600 Zen. So
yeah,
guys,
you better hold on to that. Yeah.
So guys, this is a long-term hold for me. I'm gonna hold it. Like I said, we have to support. Like everybody's in the chat room talking about Shiba. Okay, take your Shiba profits and put it back in some of these Black-owned crypto projects that actually have use case. There's no use case with Shiba. And what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen with Shiba, you guys. And again, this is not financial advice. All right, you guys are gonna keep FOMOing into Shiba, then it's gonna crash, and you guys are gonna be upset. So again, get into some projects that have actual use case. All right, someone's asking a question. Can you get a node? You guys offer staking though, right? Is there's
Yeah.
Yeah, we offer staking, and we have our native staking actually even coming up as well. We offer staking. You can go to stake.zen.finance to stake our tokens. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to take a look into that. go ahead and stake and earn some. Here we go, right here. So you got your okay. Here we go. Connect Binance. So you can connect to your Trust wallet, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
You can use your wallet. You can use Wallet Connect, I think,
Wallet
to
Connect too. Okay, perfect. All
check
right, so
if
you just
there's Wallet Connect. Need to confirm that.
I think it's just MetaMask and Binance Smart Chain wallet.
Okay,
That
just
DeFi
Binance
click.
Chain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Ugo said, we're having our own native staking platform.
Yeah, we're having our own native
very
staking
soon.
coming up. This is like a third-party staking platform, but it's for Zen Finance actually, right? So you can use this, but we're actually working on our own native staking platform, and it's going to be coming out like really soon. I think in like a month or less. So yeah, people can actually, and we're going to be having very juicy and very very exciting APRs.
User interface.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
APR. Okay. Yeah.
Very cool UI as well. Yeah.
okay. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. To stake, put these Zen coins to work. Put them to work. So as far as this is what I need, this is what we need. Will there be? I think I already asked this, but will there be a specific Zen Finance debit card similar to you get a Binance card? We're not here in the U.S. They have Crypto.com, which I can't stand, and then there's some other companies. Will there be a Zen Finance debit card possibly?
Yeah, there is going to be one right in the future, and what we're actually building now actually is our core infrastructure. So with the systems we're building, or with the systems we have actually created all coming together, having a debit card just makes things very easy. Why? Because the debit cards now really have somewhere to plug into, or they now have like a real use case. So I'll give you an example. Say we already have people depositing funds in our pool. Currently, we have like our TVL is growing. Overall, I think we've done a volume of over 7 million. We have over $1 million currently in our TVL. So, and as we grow with our new protocols, we see that pool increasing. And with that increase, you realize that, okay, there are a lot of people who actually have monies locked on the system. And some of these people actually would really want to be able to maybe spend this money while also the money is getting interests for them. Instead of leaving it in a bank in Nigeria, or leaving it even in like Germany, in some European countries, you have like negative interest rates. So you really don't want to do that, right? So giving them access to a card that will allow them spend the money anywhere is actually very critical. So, but what we're doing now is, creating this infrastructure that will be able to allow that card payment processing, make it effective and make it meaningful. But yeah, that's actually something that we're working on. Yeah, but we should probably see something like that by 2022. We're looking at most likely 2022, maybe
Okay.
Q4 2022. But yeah, we should see that. Yeah.
Like I said, this is a long-term hold for me. So
Yeah.
Q4 2022. That's fine. Now let's talk about just Africa and Nigeria in general, as far as going decentralized. So, I keep hearing this term, banking the unbanked.
Yeah.
What does that mean Amanda? What does that mean to you when someone says we're going to bank the unbanked? Like, what does that mean? Oh,
Okay,
in
so
fact, go ahead and answer that question. I have another question after that, but go ahead.
okay, so sure. So I think like Africa, I mean, like we've been like very, very always like very, very late to catch up with new technologies that develop like globally. So I mean, like we've been so unfortunate that, and I mean, like we're always behind. So Africa, as we all know, like we have a very, very big population, and a great percentage of this population are like young people. So I grew up like in Nigeria, and of course, like while growing up, I know like a lot of friends that that wasn't so fortunate to have access to you know to a platform that they could save their money. Like I mean, like be like I don't know, like their family don't have access, to a platform that they can save their money. So I mean, they resort to like traditional way of saving, like having like I don't know, like just having like a safe boss or whatever just to save their fund. So when people talk about banking the unbanked, it's about like creating platform that these people can access a platform that is accessible, a platform that is cheap, and a platform that doesn't have like any restriction. And this is like for me one of the key things that blockchain or cryptocurrency, I mean, is trying to like give access to, and give access to a global, to anyone around the world. Take for example DeFi. I mean, if you're like in Africa, you can have access to a global platform that you can easily save, and I mean like saving stable currency, of course. So that's one of the things that I'm very, very fascinated about, that the blockchain could like impart, giving access to people like around Africa that doesn't have access to, to a banking facility, maybe because it's very, very expensive for them. I mean, like if you have like a bank, even like in Africa, maybe the charges are very, very expensive for such people, or those people don't even have like the facility at all. And yeah, that's what I feel like, people refer to when they say banking, the unbanked.
Okay. Now, as far as the go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm sure like Ugo might have something to add, so I just really like to get Ugo's perspective too.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I think that's okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Now, as far as KYC, is there a KYC process to on-ramp?
No. So for the on-ramp, there is no. It's peer to peer, right? So there is no like highly minimal. Basically, you just need to have like your name and your email. There isn't like major KYC process for processing all for the fiat to crypto on ramp. No, there isn't a major KYC, just like your email and your name, I think, and that's fine. And of course your phone number. Yeah, your phone number, of course. Yeah, for getting notifications and all that stuff. Yes. So that's basically, it's a very minimal KYC process. Nothing like too much for the individuals to handle. Yeah, because we are also forgetting these in quote unbanked people, because that is also what we're trying to do. Some people might not even have bank accounts. Some people might not even have international passports, or and I'm using Nigeria as an example. Identity management is really, really poor.
Right.
So actually having proper IDs of people, especially people who are not very well educated and all that, it's really tough. So but there's also a lot of commercial activity also going on amongst those people. So that's why just minimal KYC, but everybody has a phone. Most people have smartphones, they have emails, yeah. So getting those basic bio information about the individuals or whatever groups they represent is enough. Yeah.
Well, now you have to get the NIN number. So I got mine when I went back back in August. So now to do anything, open up a bank account, anything, you have to have this NIN number now. So
yeah, it's something that is also ongoing that people can actually use. Yes, NIN is good.
So so a global DeFi platform for credit unions, cooperatives, and individuals. How can a credit union utilize and take advantage of this platform?
Yeah, so we have, in Nigeria, there are different strategies that have been here for like people saving for years, actually for centuries now. One example is Susu, and it's there. It's one of the strategies that credit unions use to save. I actually belong to one, and credit unions and cooperatives. So what they do, they pull their funds together, or they create a group. They pull their funds together, and within a savings cycle, or within a particular interval in a savings cycle, one person draws all the profits or all the interest, and then in the next interval, another person draws all the interest from everybody's deposited funds. So we were able to develop this algorithm and then put it on the blockchain. And we also now got a lot of, most of these credit unions that, of course, the ones that are close to us first, to now start creating their groups and leveraging the system. So that's how credit unions can use this to perform their regular activities, which is like saving, Isusu, cooperative strategies. And yeah, that is one way, they can come in. The second way now is for credit unions or cooperatives who already have some financial management tool or software or something, or a way they manage their funds. We've also built a system for them to plug into. We have like an SDK, a software development kit, where existing credit unions, existing cooperatives who have like a sort of financial management system, even if it's not like in other parts of the world, in other parts of the country or the continent, that's Africa, they can actually plug into the Zen Finance system and manage their funds, deposit their funds, and earn good interest, as opposed to what they used to do before. So how some credit unions actually work is, when they get funds together, they give it to a bank, right? Or they use these funds to buy a house and expect maybe the value on the house to increase by the end of the year. Then they sell the property, and then they take all the money, and then they share. But looking at Nigeria, for example, now you see that that model isn't very, very lucrative, right? That model is broken because, let's say you buy a house at, say, for example, 1 million naira, right? And by the end of the year, the naira has lost about 20% of its value. You see that you won't even want to sell the property anymore, because you're actually going to be losing money. But then with a system like ours, you don't need to bother about buying a house. So you convert your money on your existing financial platform managed by these credit unions, and you can have their administrator just do everything seamlessly, and then they get their interest. By the end of the year, they actually see substantial increase in value, as opposed to seeing a substantial reduction. That can be like a very terrible and bad effect.
Okay, guys, what we'll do, we'll open the lines for questions. We'll take a couple callers. Link is in the chat room. If you want to call in and ask a question, please click on the link. Again, please click on the link, ask a question. Again, we'll take a couple callers. Please click on that link and ask a question. Someone's asking, are there any plans for Metaverse
integration? Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah. So one of the core things we're researching is like the whole key thing coming up through NFTs. People having artworks are like redundant. So as a DeFi platform, I mean, like the key thing we're trying to do is like to also like find ways that people could just have this asset, generate yields for them instead of being dormant or just being there as a profile pics. Trying to see ways, creating utilities in code for this kind of artwork. So yeah, it's something that we find interesting and we've been looking at, because it's not so straightforward. It's not so straightforward in the sense that if like an NFT is unique, it's kind of like how to determine the market value and then quantify the amount of yield such assets can generate. So it's something interesting that we're paying close attention to. Yeah.
Okay, hopefully that answers your question, Todd. Guys, again, links in the chat room. Please click on that link if you'd like to call in and ask a question. Again, we'll open it up for a couple callers. Link is in the chat room. Now, where can people... Okay, D Ryan, call in. D Ryan, call in. So where can people buy Zen?
So I think initially at the start of this stream, I shared a coin market cap link for Zen Finance. I think like the easier way just to find this information is just to search Zen Finance on coinmarketcap.com. But we've listed in most some of the exchanges, with more exchanges coming very soon. We're listed on PancakeSwap, like you mentioned earlier. We're also on Gate.io, and we're listed on Xend. So these are like the three major key ones that you can easily get access to Zen Finance. And also another interesting thing, like Ugo mentioned, is like with our mobile app coming very soon, because of the peer-to-peer, people can easily, like, once you have like your local currency changed to USDT, you can easily purchase Zen through the Zen mobile app coming very soon. Yeah. And you can get interesting perks like when you do this. So let's say, for example, there are like some some transaction charges that comes along using the mobile app. If you own like a Zen Finance, then you can get certain discount for the.
D Ryan, call in. I'm not sure about your. I don't understand your statement. Yeah, call in. So yeah, I understand your statement. So the $1 million question is when Binance? When Binance? That's the $1 million question.
Yeah. Maybe I'll ask the question too. I really don't know who to ask.
No. We should ask Burna Boy on his track question.
Yeah.
We should send it to Burna Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much you follow Nigerian music, but I mean, it's an interesting question. It's one that I mean, it's gonna be hard for us to answer. I think like Binance is an entity on their own. They also want to like this project that they believe in, and I believe that I mean we already have like that that relationship of having Binance as one of our investors. So I mean, we're in communication, and I mean, they're paying close attention. I mean, I think like the easier way of getting listed is like to build the user base, and I believe it's this recent product that we'll have ready. I mean, gradually over time, we're going to have the user base to draw Binance attention. So I mean, that's what we believe in.
Yeah, I think for any project, right? Usually, I'm not Binance, but yeah, it's great that they are our first investors. But then, what really would encourage any project, even if I were to list a project, right, would just be showing a lot of traction. You just be showing, a lot of traction in user growth, transactions, TVL. Those are the very, very important things. And then, of course, your community, right? That's also we started our hackathon where we're giving overall prize pool is like over $1 million, and all that, so you have a lot of people participating in the hackathon, and we now have a very solid infrastructure, like a solid platform for developers to build on top of. So those things are different parts that actually come together to form a very strong ecosystem. So this isn't something you just wake up and say, hey man, when Binance, because to be honest, it really doesn't make it won't make any sense to me if I haven't done anything really cool and maybe something that is highly sustainable, like very, very sustainable. And then maybe you just create your website, or maybe you just create like an MVP of something, and then automatically you just get listed. Most times, you realize that a lot of projects that get listed on top exchanges without doing anything, they just remain like that, right? It's just okay, trading volume. And for us, we are here for the long term, right? We're not here for short term, maybe gains and everything. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me, myself, and to the rest of the team. We're here to build something that it's not even for Binance. It's beyond the Binance or the crypto listing. It's more of solving a real problem that people are facing, and then building a strong ecosystem by solving that problem and helping people add value to people's life. Yeah, so we like to look at it that way, Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so if there aren't any callers, we'll go ahead and start closing out. Emmanuel, we'll start with you. Anything else you'd like to share in closing?
Yeah, so I mean, like I'll start by saying, I mean, like expressing my my gratitude. I mean, like I really appreciate the work that you're doing, Prince. Trying to give voice to the African culture. I mean, with your platform, the more that you could, it's been like a pleasure, having you be part of our community, and having us here to share, I mean, our thoughts about what we feel about decentralizing Africa and building blockchain project out of Africa. So I also want to tell the audience or the people that are joining through the live stream that like Ugochukwu said, I mean, we're always like in there for the long time. I mean, we didn't just start this project because we wanted like to build something. We started out of a problem that we were facing personally, and we find it interesting that I mean, like there are like a lot of people, that are facing the same problem, which is currently facing currency devaluation. Just imagine like doing your 9 to 5 daily and getting your monthly salary, and over time, the value of this monthly salary doesn't even like stand up to pay your monthly expenses. So this is like the core problem that we're trying to solve, not just in Africa. It's a problem that also like popular in other developing countries in Asia, in South America. Just a case study of like Venezuela, for example. So, but I mean, like, this is not so easy to build. I mean, building something takes time, building a community takes time, and getting users to use even the product you build takes time. And we've launched, like, I think it's been like 7 months. We went live on March, and maybe we've been around for like 8 months. So we're encouraging everyone, people here that are interested to know more. I mean, to contribute just like you're doing in Prince. I mean, this is like a great contribution that people doesn't even know about, giving us like a voice to share about our project and our vision. So anyone that is around also have like a little way to contribute. I mean, we're always like there. I mean, like if you have like a media platform, if you're good like with building products, I mean, just reach out to us on Telegram, write us a message, and I mean, like, we're always looking at also like to grow our team and to get more people, help us achieve our vision. And yeah, apart from that, I mean, I hope like this is not gonna be like the last time that we'll get to talk brains. I mean,
oh no, absolutely not. Like I said, I'm a long-term bag holder, so trust me, I'm gonna be around.
All right,
And I'm in the Telegram chat as well, so I'm definitely gonna be around. So I'm not going anywhere.
All right, that's great
This
to
is a
know.
long-term hold for me, so definitely.
Yeah, that's cool. That's great to know. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in on. And if you haven't joined our, I mean, like I said, you can check out about the project on CoinMarketCap. Just search Zen Finance. Our website is zen.finance. You can see our social handles, Telegram, Twitter. Make sure you follow to keep up to date. And like I said, try to contribute the much that you could. And I mean, like, I hope like in a few years' time, 2-3 years' time, we can be able to be like, yes, I mean, like, try to share how much we've created in little impact, I mean, to the people out there in Africa, the people that you say that they're unbanked, creating like a platform that is accessible to anyone, to save and sustain their currency. And yeah, thank you very much, and have a great day, evening, everyone that tuned in. And I hope to get the opportunity to talk to you guys again soon.
All right, Ugo, anything else you'd like to share in
Yeah, so thanks everyone. Thanks, Prince. Really great platform to speak to a lot of people. And also very happy to also, of course, learn that you're also like Nigerian. It's really cool. And yeah, knowing that you're in the US, visiting in a few months' time, I'll definitely, pay you a visit. Just let me know. And yeah, because
absolutely.
I was in the
Are you in Lagos or Abuja?
Currently, I'm in Lagos, but we're based in Enugu actually. But
And then
just
okay, I need to come to the southeast anyway. I need to come
yeah,
visit
that's the
Enugu.
southeast. Yeah, yeah. But currently, I'm taking this call from Lagos. So yeah, I was in the US like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. Yeah, just was at the Bitcoin Miami conference. It was really cool and everything. Yeah. So anyway, my next visit definitely it will be cool to meet up with Nigerian crypto communities or African crypto communities because I didn't really get to see anyone per se in the US in my last visit. But yeah, I hope that by next year, with your connection, maybe could be able to meet up with a couple of crypto enthusiasts from Africa. I mean, it's going to be really cool and chill. But yeah, and also when you're in Nigeria, just don't hesitate to give us a buzz. There are a lot of young and growing people here. The community here is increasing and it's growing every day, and it's really, really cool. So yeah, but to the rest of the audience, really excited with what we're building, and yeah, we'll be very happy to have you guys, continuously support, join the communities, and let us know what you think, and yeah, we'll continue to improve and to make things better for everyone. Thank you.
Absolutely, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you visit Zen Finance. Buy a bag, support these brothers. Take your Shiba Inu profits and put it into Zen. Next will be Dodge again. It was Dodge back in May or whatever. Dodge. That dumped. Everybody was quiet. Now Shiba. Then once that dumps, then you guys are gonna go back and hide under a rock like you did with Dodge. So take some of those profits, put it in Zen. Let's support our Black-owned, African-owned projects instead of criticizing them. Let's support. Until next time, fam. Especially when it has a great use case like this. Until next time, Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Peace.
Yeah, thank you guys and enjoy your time.
Thank you.